friends. Today I'm going to be working from a 6x8 stamp set from the My Monthly Hero Kit from December of 2018. So I'm just going to be doing this beautiful little daisy, and I want it to go forward so it looks as if it's folding forward. As you saw there, I'm using YO2 for the highlight color, which I placed in the center all around. And I placed it in such a way so that once the color is all filled in, it will look like the petals are folding downward and towards you. And then the back will look like it's tilted up so that it looks like it's sitting. I'm going to put a fairy on top of that floral, and it's going to look like she's laying across it, because she will be. She's going to be sleeping on the little flower. So it'll look really cool once you see the finished card. So I'm coming in with YR16. Let me know, I put the marker lid there just so that you can see it while I'm coloring. I'm using my kitchen table, so you'll have to excuse me. My setup has changed a bit. I've had some issues with filming, so please bear with me. I know that there's some shadows around, so I apologize for that. So there's YR23, and that's more of a brownish orange, almost like a burnt sienna. And I'm going to put that at the base of the flower petals, as well as the outer edge, and then the where the line comes in between. I guess the petal sort of folds in a little bit, has a little bit of a vine in there. I'm sorry, not a vine, veining. So that's what I'm doing all around the daisy. And you'll be seeing this the whole time so that it gets like the full effect of the dark and light. And yeah, I'm using the chisel tip right there. It's a very fine nib at the edge of that. It really works extremely well. So I have been using it when I get into the crevices and edges of things, and it really works quite well. And that's basically why they designed it that way, so it does its job. So here I'm pulling out the YR16 again, and I pulled away a bit so you could see the entire flower as I go around and fill in the rest of it. So I basically had gone in from the lightest to the mid color to the darkest, and then I went back out from the darkest to the mid, and now I'm doing the mid, and then you'll see me come back in with the highlight color. So that's what I'm doing all the way around. And here we go. Almost dropped it. And here we go. This is the lightest. That's the YO2, I believe. And it turns out pretty cool, actually. I really loved the way it came out. It does look as if it's cascading down towards me. Oh, wait, I guess I went back in with oh yes, I did the center with the YR23, and I did the darkest sections closest to the center where the petals come out of the center, and then there's another little piece in the very center that's an indentation in the flower where I guess the pollen would be, and all of that. I will be coming in also with a Sakura jelly roll in the metallic gold color, and I'm just going to be stippling and dotting all around the center to give it a beautiful glistening glow, just a beautiful golden shimmer throughout the center of the daisy. Here we go. And that's that. And that's the daisy. Now we're coming in with the adorable sleeping fairy, which she will be sleeping on the daisy once she's all colored in. I'm using 2 basic skin tones for all of her skin coloring, which is EOO and EO2. So I just did the whole of her skin at first, and now I'm just coming in with the EO2 to just basically shade in where shadows would be cast, where she crosses her legs underneath the other, where she has her hair kind of shadowing and her chin shadowing over her chest and neck. And then she also has some under her arm and where her elbow bends. And I'm just going to go back over and blend it together as I'm doing here. And I'm going to be getting some colors ready for her. I believe I'm doing her hair next. And I thought I'd do something unique for the hair just because, you know, she's a fairy, right? Why not? It's whimsical and fun. That's right, I'm doing pink. So I'm going to do the R85, and I believe I'm going to do the 83 and the 81. So I'm definitely going to use 3 colors, but not much because, you know, it's tiny. A tiny little figure. There's the 83, R83. I'm just going to kind of blend the dark, and then I'm going to come in with the lightest color, which is going to be R81, just for a few highlights here and there, just a couple places, because again, it's a tiny figure, so she doesn't need much highlight. And that's her hair. Now, I originally picked these 2 colors out, but once I got this color down, I decided I needed to, oh yeah, and it was definitely bleeding, so I had to take both caps off. It helps balance the air pressure. So that's what I did there. That's why both caps are off. So I'm just going around the edges of the dress and giving it the outline of the dress there. And then I'm going to change from, I went to BG53 because it's a better combination with the peacock blue. So I'm just filling it in. I'll come back in with a deeper color. There we go. I'm just going to give it a little more depth there. Fill it in a little more. And I'll have all the colors down below in the supplies list as well. I'm just going to blend it all together. There you go. And then I'm going to bring in a Sakura, I believe it is a Stardust Clear Glitter Pen. I think I'm going to actually finish her wings first. I used B00 in the first, and then BG10 for the shadows, where I would, the wings come away from her back and where they cross in the center there, and then I put some in the very tip of the wings as well to give them a little more, I guess, a little more shape. There you go. Showed you the colors there. Blended everything together, and that is the Sakura, the Jelly Roll Stardust Clear Glitter Pen. So there's no color, it's basically just clear glitter, and it's fabulous. It's just so pretty. I'm just going to put glitter all over her dress, and I did some in her hair already, and then I'm going to go right to her wings. I put the deepest amount of glitter where they cross in the center there behind her, and then I'm just putting little stripings in there, so it looks kind of like dragonfly wings, kind of a look to it. Okay, so here's a little fairy princess. I'm doing her hair in a couple of light shades, doing like a caramely blonde color here. I believe it's E31 and E21. That's what I put on. And just 2 basic colors. Like I said, it's a small thing. I'm going in with the glitter pen again. And just putting the little wishes, the little wish, guess seedlings are in her hair as well as all around her dress. I'm using the gold Jelly Roll pen here for her wand. And my favorite purple combination. I'm just going in where the shadowing would be beneath the dress and all around the edges where the top part of her dress covers over the skirt area. And then wherever there is cascading, where it's enfolded onto itself, it'll have a deeper section, and then when it's rolling outward and over, it's going to be lighter. So I'm just mapping out all the various areas around the skirt with the V09, as I showed there. The V15 is the mid-tone. I'm just going to go and pull up the deep color on the edges of the skirt and from top edge as well, so that we can get it all blended together. Just going around, getting it all together. You can see how it's starting to show where it's folded. And the next color, I believe, is the V15. So there we go. We're just kind of getting it all to blend together and lighten up, so you don't have a lot of demarcation where you have like a lot of dark strokes. You want to sort of have the separation of the colors, but you also want them to blend and look unified. So there we go, just getting it all together and blended together. I'm going to come in with the BG11 for the top. I guess it's the edging. It's kind of like little leaves to me. That's kind of why I made it a different color in the center. So she looks like a flower. Well, you know, she's a flower fairy after all. And that's what we're going to call this series that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be called Flower Fairy Fridays. Let me know if you like that. I thought I'd do something fun and whimsical for July. Now that we're heading towards the middle of July here, you know, we've met the center of July, and now we're basically going forward. It's the 17th today, so, and now we're just delineating where her bustier would be, and we're just giving her a very pretty purple on the top to match the base of her dress, same as her skirt. And I'm doing the same. I'm making everything sparkly and glittery because she's a fairy after all. She has to glitter and sparkle. That's just the way it is in my book, you know. Look at that. You really can't see exactly how sparkly it is, but it is so, so sparkly and pretty. I'm going in for the wings next with the BG quadruple 0. I'm not sure what happened at the edge there, but I did end up blending it out pretty well. And again, I'm going to make it a little deeper towards where her back is and where the two wings meet in the center. Yeah, I had forgotten that that was the back of something I had tried a marker color on, and it bled right through her face. So I did end up recoloring and using a different one, but for time purposes I didn't want to grab a different one and start over. So, you know, please excuse the blue on her face. I assure you she's not holding her breath. She's fine. She's breathing well. There we go. Just getting her. I'm just kind of making it, you know, faking it until I make it here because I don't want to have to recolor for the video anyway, because I did recolor one and you'll see it in the finished card. So there we go. She is all prettied up, getting some more of that clear glitter pen on her wings. Just, love the sparkle. I'm using this beautiful forest paper from Sara Davies' signature collection from Crafter's Companion, and that's the backdrop paper you see on the card. Now, I lost footage because like I said, of having filming issues. I made a shaker card, and I did use Sparkle Blends in the Pixie dust. Now here we go. Watch it Watch it. Wait for it. There it goes. Look at that. Shaking a shaker card in slow-mo. There's the completed card, folks. Thank you for joining me today. I enjoyed making this card for you. Please subscribe, like, and share my videos, and hit the bell icon for further uploads. Blessings. Bye-bye.